She stood there with a champagne flute in one hand and a boy in the other. "He's the man I was meant to marry," she said, laughing. Everyone followed suit, except me. I didn't flinch. I didn't breathe. Then she picked up my gift from the table, the watch I spent weeks saving for, walked over to the trash bin, dropped it in like it was a dead leaf. I smiled, didn't say a word. I turned, walked out, stepped into the cold night air, and dialed a number I had deleted years ago. The line rang once. "You still owe me," I said. "I never forgot," the voice replied. 10 minutes later, the lights went out. Then the calls began. Missed call number 1, wife. Number 2, wife. Number 3, mom-in-law. 4 to 157, variations of panic, confusion, and desperation. I didn't answer any of them. I met Alina 15 years ago at a dive bar 2 towns over. She wore leather boots, read murder novels, and believed love was a war worth fighting. Back then, I was the quiet one. I liked that she burned too hot. I thought I could anchor her. I was wrong. We built a life anyway, a business, a home, a routine. We stopped holding hands. Then we stopped talking. I thought it was time. Turns out, it was contempt. I first noticed the shift a year ago. She started going to book clubs on Saturdays. She began locking her phone even in the shower. But it wasn't until I found the second toothbrush under the sink that it clicked. She wasn't hiding an affair. She was rehearsing a replacement. I stayed quiet, observed. She started spending more time at work. Meanwhile, I added new cameras to the house, synced her phone to mine through our shared cloud, tracked purchases, traced calls, and slowly, meticulously, I prepared for her birthday. I rented the event hall myself, let her believe it was her idea, picked the caterer, the music, the guest list, even arranged for a custom cake with her name in gold letters. She thought she owned the night, but I owned every inch of it. I planted the right people in the right places. Photographers, DJs, and a few guests I personally invited, every one of them with a task. At 8:37 p.m., she walked on stage with him. Couldn't have been older than 25. Skinny tie, nervous smile. She made her grand announcement, toasted to new beginnings, tossed my gift, laughed like I was the punchline. That's when I left, and that's when it began. First, the blackout. Not just lights, power, Wi-Fi, sound system, all gone. My contact? Former IT engineer turned high-end hacker for hire. He owed me from back when I kept his name out of court records. He accessed the event hall's mainframe, then pushed a full system override. Darkness, panic, screaming. Within 90 seconds, the emergency lighting flickered on, and the slideshow started. A real-time feed of photos, texts, and voice memos. Her voice, moaning someone else's name. His messages. When are you telling him? Audio of her laughing. He's too spineless to do anything. Every guest saw it. Her parents, her friends, her co-workers. Her replacement froze like prey. She screamed for someone to turn it off. No one moved, because every camera lens was pointed at her now. The DJ, my guy, stood calm behind the booth, controlling the feed. 5 minutes of public undressing. That's all it took to ruin her kingdom. I watched from the car across the street, lit a cigarette, never smoked one before, but it felt right. Missed call 77, her. 89, her mother. 102, her new soulmate. Then voicemail after voicemail. What did you do? Please come back. This isn't funny. Funny? She humiliated me on a stage I paid for. Mocked a love I bled for. Thought I'd break? But I don't break. I bend. And when I snap back, I make sure it cuts. The fallout was swift. The young guy ghosted her within the hour. His parents got the footage too. Her father sent me a note the next day. I would have done worse. You handled it like a man. Our joint accounts? Emptied before the party, transferred legally into a trust she can't touch. The house? In my name. She signed it over in a refinance she never bothered reading. The business? Split and sold. I took my half, left her with liabilities. She lives in a studio now, teaches yoga on YouTube, still trying to be adored. Sometimes I re-watch the video, not out of spite, just to remind myself how close I came to becoming the fool she believed I was. They say revenge is best served cold. But I disagree. It should be served exactly how she served that birthday cake, with everyone watching, with a smile, and a knife already buried inside it. Final line. She made me the villain of her story, so I gave her a story no one would ever forget.